season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Livingston. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback on the keeper. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Defense might bring the house here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Commodores send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Russ.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Got a man in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Trying to run, it's Livingston. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and look for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Tight end finds a soft spot. At the 20, he's got space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Looking to throw on first down. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. Now they'll run the draw. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Commodores are on the move. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Vandy.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. The sure hands, it's Livingston. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play.
There he goes. He's at the 10, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel.
Turning it on. Makes the grab. It's Russ. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Throws to the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, You cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't, and they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
That's caught. It's Russ. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Finds his big tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Look out, he's got room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. To the air on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the grab. Pulled down for the tackle.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Here comes the heat. Caught behind the line. It's Livingston. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Gets rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I've seen some crazy things with wide receivers. Like, they want the football. They call for it just like he does here. He wants the football. But, man, you've got to make plays. And if you're going to be loud and you're going to be that guy, when the ball comes your way, you got to make plays on it. And he doesn't do it there.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on third and short. They'll try to run for it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Wide open downfield. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
He's got it. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And the Commodores can really attack on this second and short. Quickly to the tight end. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a quick little turnout by that tight end, just moving the ball a little bit forward.
Yeah, that's called the stick route. You're just trying to turn around and give your quarterback a place to go with the football. That's an easy completion.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Commodores will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll run play action. Catch in the middle. It's Russ. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Rides to back and leaves it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the punishment has been extended.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season. They have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. Got his man. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He wants to throw it again. Got his man. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. And the Commodores with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Offense getting set for 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the single back. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Zings it complete to the right. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal.
414 satellite. Set ready.
They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tulane. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down. You move on to the next game. Start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that?
Wants to throw on first down.
A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught over the middle. It's sacked. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw on first down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Green Wave. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Right back to it. Find some fresh air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Commodores have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did